Hello, I am Annie Oakman. I am a local real estate agent here in Massachusetts. I also have my license in Connecticut. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, we're going to talk through the homebuyers roadmap and the process of buying a home in Massachusetts. So, um, first step is getting pre-approved, meeting with your lender, preparing your credit, and setting a budget. If you have any questions about improving your credit score or setting a budget or any of those, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you would like a recommendation for a lender, again, I can send those over as well. So happy to help you however I can. The home buying process is so fun and so important. Buying a home is the biggest investment you're going to make for so many people. And so it's really important to talk through the process, feel comfortable with the process, and really try to enjoy the process as much as possible because it can be very stressful. So I'm here to help make it fun and have you enjoy the process. So getting pre-approved is the first thing that you're going to want to do. And second, you're going to want to meet with your agent. Now, these are kind of interchangeable because your real estate agent can refer you to lenders as well. So, a meeting with your agent may happen first, and then you might be getting pre approved. When you meet with your agent, you're going to discuss your budget, the pre approval that your lender has put together. You're going to research area neighborhoods and set your wants and your needs. So, we're going to talk about all the specifics. We'll sit down, we'll have a consultation, and whether that's in person or in Zoom, whatever what works best for you. But we'll talk through everything that you are interested in a home and discuss all of the specifics so that I know and I have a good idea of what it is that you're looking for. The third step, find your home. We're going to tour homes. We're going to adjust criteria if necessary. So if we go see a bunch of homes that you thought were going to work, and then you think, you know what, I really need a two-car garage, or I really need a basement. I really need an attic space, whatever it may be. Four bedrooms will be better. We need an office, whatever that is. We'll adjust, and we're going to see as many homes as needed. Sometimes we may be touring one home and you're going to find the right home, and sometimes it could be 100 homes. You just never know. Then number four, when we find the right home, we are going to make an offer. So I will research comps in the area. Those are comparable properties. So I will take a look at what else is sold recently in the area, what's under agreement, and we'll see what a fair offer price might be. I personally cannot tell you what to offer. So you have to kind of come up with that number yourself. I know it's really challenging and it's really difficult. And a lot of people just tell me, why can't you just tell me what to offer? I would love to, but I just legally cannot. So my best advice to you is to pick a number when you see these comps. So I will send you comparables. And when you see these comparables, you're going to want to pick a number that you're most comfortable with. You don't want to choose a number that you go higher and you win it and you feel like you overpaid, but you also don't want to go lower and lose it and feel like you missed out and you should have gone higher. So you have to pick the number that you are most comfortable with. I will do my best to get information from the seller's agent to see how we can help you to choose that best number, and go about deciding what is best for you. So I can ask the seller what is most important to them in an offer, if they have other offers, so that we know if we're competing with multiple offers. And another thing we can do is an escalation clause. So most sellers will accept an escalation clause. It's something that I will ask the seller's agent to confirm. But basically, an escalation clause is if the home is listed at 500,000 and you're unsure where to go, what to offer, you kind of want to stick closer to the 500,000 number, but you're afraid others might go higher if there are multiple offers on the property. We could offer $500,000 with an escalation clause up to whatever your max number is. So say 530,000. So we would say we're offering $500,000, but we are including an escalation clause up to $530,000. We will go $1,000 above your highest offer, but we will not go up to 530, well, past 530. So that would be the offer. And you can offer to go $2,000 above their highest offer, $5,000 above their highest offer, whatever it is that you're most comfortable with. But that would be the escalation clause. And we'll write out all of those details and talk about it in detail so that you're offering exactly what you want. Basically, if someone else, your initial offer is 500,000, if someone else offers 522, and you've offered an escalation up to 530, let's say your offer was $1,000 above the highest offer up to 530,000. Someone else has offered 522,000. Now your offer is 523,000. So if that makes sense, let me know. If it doesn't make sense, I also please let me know, shoot me a message, and I'm happy to, or put it in the comments. I'm happy to explain it further. But that is something that we can include, and we'll talk about it when we're making the offer. So work with your realtor to write the best offer. That's where I'll come in and I'll help you, and we'll research and we'll figure out what the best offer for you is. And negotiations may arise. So when we submit an offer, let's say we submit an offer for 500,000, the seller could come back and say, yes, accepted. They could say no, declining, or they could counter your offer. So maybe we submit at 500,000 and they counter it at 520,000. And then the goal, of course, would be to reach a number that's compatible for both the buyer and the seller. We can go back a little bit and forth and determine what will work best for both of you. So if they counter, then we can come back and either accept it, decline it, or counter again. And then it goes back and forth. Okay, the next is title commitment. So your title is going to send you a title insurance policy. And this is kind of all things that your attorney is going to work on with you, the title and the title insurance. Then, oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a step. That's why I'm like, why is this so ahead? Okay. So your offer is going to get signed. Initial negotiations are completed. Both parties will sign the contract. Number 6, inspections. So professional home inspection takes place. Some repairs may be necessary if discovered, and we will negotiate repairs. So typically you will do a home inspection. We can discuss the specifics of a home inspection when we get to the offer. You can do a typical home inspection. You can do a home inspection for informational purposes only. You could waive your home inspection, which I do not suggest. You just never know what you're going to find in a home. Even a new construction home, it's good to have a home inspection and have someone else, third party, go through and tell you what they see, what concerns they might have, whatever it might be. It's just good to have a home inspection. You can do a home inspection where you suggest you will only negotiate items that are structural, safety, mechanical, or health related. So there are a couple of different options with your home inspection, and we will talk through all of those options when we sit down. Once we have that home inspection, your inspector is going to tell us if repairs need to be made. They'll usually break it down to in their report. They'll break it down to like red flags, things that are safety or health related, and need to be addressed immediately. And then like some of them will do color coded. So like yellow, this is like, should be fixed soon, but not an emergency. And then miscellaneous items. So we'll go through that home inspection. We'll determine what are the most important things for you. And then we will discuss what the next steps are. So will you ask the seller to reduce the price of the home? We could ask the seller to give you a credit at the closing table, which would help cover your closing costs. Or we could ask the seller to repair items. So there are a few things that we can do there. And we will discuss those options when we see what is actually needed. So your home inspection is done. Then we move on to signing the purchase and sale agreement. And that kind of like locks in the deal with the seller. So that is the step where your attorney is going to draw up your purchase and sale agreement. Your second deposit will be due at that time. Your first deposit is due when your offer is signed. Your second deposit is due when the purchase and sale is signed. And once the purchase and sale is signed, your lender can order an appraisal. So the professional appraisal that your lender is going to order ensures that the property is worth the loan and purchase price that you have agreed to pay. Once the appraisal comes back and the lender receives that appraisal, we typically won't hear anything unless the lender or the appraisal comes in under what you have offered. If it does come in under what you have offered, that means we will need to renegotiate the price of the home or see if there is another option there. So then we move on to the title. Your attorney is going to make sure there is a clear title, and they'll work with you on getting title insurance. And during this time, after the appraisal and after you've signed your purchase and sale, that's when you're going to really start wanting to get all of your documents to your lender. You want to get your documents to your lender as quickly as possible so that they can get you through the underwriting process and get your commitment letter as soon as possible. So make sure all request documents are sent to your lender prior to closing. Get them to your lender as soon as possible. They're going to ask you for a number of different documents, your W-2s, your tax returns, your proof of income, proof of employment. They're going to pull your credit score. They're going to be making sure and taking a look at your debt to income. They're going to want to know your assets and all of that stuff. So they are going to want all of that information. And then once they put you through underwriting and they approve you, you will get a mortgage commitment. We typically get that letter 1 week before closing. And once we get that, then everybody works on getting the clear to close. So once we get to the closing time, that week of closing, we're going to do a final walkthrough. That's usually either the evening before you close or the morning of closing. You're going to go and meet with your attorney and sign your closing documents. And then one thing that people don't realize is you do not get your keys in Massachusetts when you are sitting at the table with your attorney signing the closing documents. So in Massachusetts, you do not get your keys to your new home until you go on record. I always suggest trying to close as early in the day as possible so that we go on record with the town that same day. And I can give you your keys as soon as we go on record. So typically you might close at 10 a.m. and I would hope that you would be on record by 1 p.m. and we'll meet up and I'll give you the keys and then you can go and move into your new home. So that is the homebuyer's roadmap. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Feel free to give me a call, send me a message. All of my information is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know what you think. I'll talk with you all soon.